Today, I'm going to teach you how to clean a trumpet. So what we're working with here is my Bach TR300. It's a silver trumpet. So as you can see, the mouthpiece is removable and interchangeable. I'm going to leave this right over here. That's one of the guys we're going to have to clean today. You have the valves, which are removable, and I'm going to clean those as well. The slides, there's 4 tuning slides, which are right here. And the bottom caps, which are removable. So I'm going to teach you 5 simple steps to clean this trumpet. So step 1 is knowing our materials. So with the trumpet, first material that we're going to use, this is called a snake. So it's really a bore cleaner, but we call it a snake. So the snake cleans the bore, which is right over here. What I usually do is with the snake, I clean this, but every other tube I also do as well, because being the size that it has, it gets in there really well. Secondly, I have the valve casing brush. So this brush is, once I remove these valves, I clean the inside of the tubes and it gets in there pretty well. Lastly, I have this mouthpiece brush. The mouthpiece brush is made specifically for the mouthpiece. So I use this to scrub right in there, usually, when it's wet and, with soap, and it usually cleans this very well. And if you really want to, I highly recommend getting these cloths. These cloths are made specifically for brass instruments. So in this case, the trumpet, I get this polishing cloth. So at the end of the cleaning and after we give the trumpet a bath, I use this cloth to give it a final polish and shine. Next, we have the grease. So the grease is to apply on the slides, the tuning slides. And then the valve oil. The valve oil is applied to the valves, so once you place them here, the valves can go up and down easily. I also included a spray variation of valve oil, so these two are, optional as far as which one you want to use, but valve oil is very necessary. All right, so step 2, we're going to take the trumpet apart. What I usually start with are the valves. So valves, there's 3 valves on the trumpet. So valve number 1 is this one right here, which is closest to the mouthpiece. So I'm going to remove valve number 1. That's valve number 1. I'm going to put it right over here. Valve number 2. Valve number 3. Next, I'm going to remove the caps on the bottoms of the valves. So there's number 1. Number 2. And notice that I put all my materials, or the trumpet parts, close together and very organized, so that not only can I see them, but it's less likely to lose the parts. Number 3. And lastly, we're going to remove the slides. So these are the tuning slides, and there's 4 of them. The first one is a big guy. See how dirty that is? We need to clean that. That's 1. There's 2. 3. And the little guy. 4. All right, and this I added just for aesthetics, just to protect the trumpet. So I'm going to remove this too. All right. Step 3, what I usually do is put the trumpet in a bathtub. Since I don't have a bathtub here, what I'm going to do is put it in a plastic bin. And if it was a bathtub, I line the bottom with a towel. So what I do is put dishwashing soap in water, leave it in there for 30 minutes, scrub the inside, make sure it's super clean, take it out, dry it, and I do that for the other various parts as well. Next, for step 4, I dry the trumpet and I apply grease and oil to the valves. So with the grease, it looks in this chapstick container. It's not chapstick, okay? So it's grease. Make sure you don't get it confused. So I apply the grease. I try not to get it caked. And then with the valve oil, I spray the valves. And lastly, just put the trumpet back together. And that's how you clean your trumpet. So if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. And I hope you learned something today. Thank you.